A chance encounter with brigands upon the road leads to captivity. You awaken with the ranger Strider before you. As he urges you to act quickly, you realize you have become involved in matters much greater than yourself.
Okay, perfect. So here is where our adventure begins. So even though we are a little bit hard pressed to move on, or at least that's what the story is about right now, we're gonna make some quick changes here. And let's check all this really quick. So this is ward state appearance, well, nothing to check right now. The text we just got, a chance encounter with brigands upon the road leads to captivity. You awaken with the ranger Strider before you. As he urges you to act quickly, you realize that you have become involved in matters much greater than yourself. And here we can see Strider urging us to move on, but let us see what we have here. Personal house, and well, all the goodies that have become accumulated over the years, and some titles as well. We can check those titles in just a moment. And the anniversary is here. Let us really quick move the gambit panel. It's a little bit on the nose as it is. And here we are now. Let's move. Brigand guards are attacking. So
Enough!
well, skipping most of these tutorials, even though I might want to recheck some of them in the future, but these ones are quite basic, so enough. So search the satchel. What do we got here? Anytime now. Okay, so we have a wood spear, a stick javelin, and a white shield. So let us see. We're gonna move that out of the way in just a moment too. But for the time being, so we have the wood spear. That's correct. The stick javelin and the white shield. It's basically the same appearance. Nothing lost there. We will rearrange our backs in just a moment. Let's continue.
Hurry, friend. You must test your will to fight.
You are not the only prisoner here, friend. My fellow Amdir and I have come to rescue a hobbit, but it turns out he is not the hobbit we have been tracking. This escape will be dangerous for us all, for I know that a great evil lurks here. I have heard of its movements and I can feel its presence. Do you know how to fight? You should practice with me to get a feel for that weapon. So that's it, and equipping your weapon, and we begin our combat. Prepare yourself to practice combat against Strider. It's it, and go. We have a couple of gambits already unlocked. Here we're going with the boot. Yeah. You have adequately demonstrated your skill in combat. You must make haste, more enemies will come soon. Okay.
Well done. Let us press on.
Well done, your skill in battle is most impressive. Now listen closely. I will need your help again getting out of here. When we leave this jailhouse, the real battle will begin. Okay, so lead the way, Strider. Through here. A moment, I need to break this lock. Okay, we go through the portal, and here we have Strider. We're in the middle of the Blackwold camp, if you will. I just want to take a quick screenshot here, and we will start documenting our journey this way too. So a quick screenshot of Strider, and let's continue.
Here is where we must part ways.
Here we part for a time, Beriathan. You should free the two innocent hobbits also being held captive here, Salandin Brandybog and Manda Sackville Baggins. I must search for signs of the Servant of Mordor and learn what I can of his connection to the Blackwolds. Amdir, my fellow ranger, is making a safe path for us. He will be waiting for us at the main gate. Free Salandin first. It is Manda they want alive, for they have mistaken him for someone more valuable. When you have both hobbits safe, seek Amdir near the main gate. Then we make for Archet, where we will find safety. Very good, so you shall find Salandin beyond that gate. And beyond that gate we'll go. Oh my god! That was quite the feat, I gotta say. So, defeated one captor, we get our first experience points. So basically the reason why we are not skipping this is because I think some people do take this instance for granted. I mean, I know most of us have played this many times and we don't want to repeat it even though it's quite short. But, well, I started playing LOTRO on 2010 and from what I understand this instance was a little bit different before. Not quite sure, but in any case we never know how the game is gonna change in the future, so I think it's better for us to leave a record of everything we do. Who knows, maybe at some point in the future we start thinking like, hey, I want to revisit that jailbreak instance, and this would be the reason why. Mostly. You don't scare me, is what our fellow Salandin here is saying. So let's get this brigand out of the way. Okay, take that, stinking thief.
How do you do?
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was starting to worry that this little misadventure would be the end of me. These brigands are appalling folk. My friend Mondo is nearby, I think. We must save him as well. The brigands have been saying terrible things. We'll need a distraction and I know just what to do. So, just need a bit of flame. There she goes. And the place to put it. So, that should get their attention. Nice throw there, nice arm. And yeah, the roof's on fire. Follow me. Okay, so they go to set out the fire, and that leaves us way open to take care of this other brigand. Hankmar will not allow this. Oh, Hankmar. So that's something that needs to be taken care of. You have to fit Mungo's capture. It's about time you got here. Okay. It's about time. Was I expected to rescue myself? Come on, you big clodpole. Get me out of here before those ruffians return. They want to sell me off like a sack of potatoes. Okay. Let's rescue these hobbits then.
Go back to the shadow, fallen king.
Have no power over me, but soon I shall have power over you. And Amder is dead. The halflings, which is the Baggins promised me. Misery me. Cursed flames. This Dunedain will suffice for now. May you all burn, little fools.
You will not harm these folk.
We'll have my revenge. Okay, come, let us see. I'm quick, so. Good, the hobbits are out of danger. I am glad. Do not concern yourself with me. The greatest danger has passed. Nazgul fear those who wield fire. Oh no.
I regret that I was but a moment too late.
Alas, I am too late.
Not lost.
Amder has been pierced with a Morgul blade. This does not bode well. We need to leave this place at once. Archet is nearby and will serve as a good resting place while Amder recovers. Quickly, follow me.
Wounded by a Black Rider, the ranger Amdir escaped with his charges into the wild, making his way back to the village of Archet.
There, Captain Brackenbrook, a retired sellsword, has allowed Strider and his companions to stay and take respite from their cares.
So there in that cutscene you see there were two different voices. That's the indicator that this instance did change at some point in the past. My understanding is with the release of free-to-play in 2010, that's when I started playing. Even though my account is a little bit older than that, as I am about to show you. But first of all, let us rearrange our skill bar really quick. So we're moving our Gambit builders and our Gambit default here. Mark target can stay here. The anniversary peak, I don't think we will use it with Beriathan, but who knows. So now let's rearrange our bags. So on one of my other characters I have all my bag slots on bag 1, and that's why I have this big bag here, but I'm not sure I want to do the same thing with Beriathan. But to make this a little bit easier on us, let's just move all the inventory slots of bag 4 onto bag 1, and that way it gets a little bit cleaner. And now we can move our bags. I'd say here-ish is a good place to have them. They look good here. Trying to align them to get a little bit I don't know, anxious maybe, if I don't have this exactly aligned, but okay. Now that looks better. And here's what I was telling you, I have the anniversary rewards from like year 12 onwards. So we will open some of these boxes in just a while. Let's finish this intro first.
Thank goodness you're awake. That fellow Amdir seems very ill.
You're awake, Beriathan, thank goodness. You were exhausted after what happened last night, but that ranger got us all safe to Archet in the end. I am terribly worried for this friend. Amdir looks so very ill. You can check on him if you like. He is just over there, to the west of where I am standing. Do you see him there, across the lane? Okay. So, we accept the quest. And here we go, talk to Amdir.
Do not trouble yourself on my account. It is only a chill.
So you are awake at last, Beriathan. You earned your rest, for you fought bravely last night. As for myself, I found no peace in slumber. The blade of the Black Rider pierced only my shoulder, though not deeply. I am chilled, but it is no matter. Thank you for your concern, but it is Strider for whom I fear. He is charged with a great task, but he tarries for my sake, and for Archet's. Amdir assures you he is well, but he is deathly pale and trembles with chill. Now let's talk to Strider.
There are too many deeds to be done, all pressing, and none of them easy.
Hail, Beriathan, Amdir is right. I am turned asunder. I do not wish to leave him in this state, and Archet must be warned that the Blackwolds mean to raid the town, but I should be seeking a different baggage right now. So our first quest reward would be this shirt.
Perhaps you can help, my friend. Captain Brackenbrook will not heed my warnings.
Perhaps you can help, Beriathan. The people of Archet will be in great danger when the Blackwolds execute the plan we witnessed last night. The captain here, a man named Brackenbrook, does not like my look and will not heed my warnings. Pray, speak to him on my behalf and see if you can rouse him. Every moment I spend here is a moment in which my true charge plunges blindly nearer to the unfathomable peril. The Black Rider you saw last night seeks a Baggins, and our friend Mondo is not the one. So we will talk to Captain Brackenbrook over here.
I don't like the look of those rangers one bit.
Did you wander in here last night with those rangers? I do not like the look of those fellows one bit, but I let them stay on account of the Pale One's wounds. You say the Blackwolds mean to attack us, but I do not believe it, not without proof. Those brigands have always been about. They are an unruly lot, but not murderous. I'll not be attacking them without good reason. If you must, talk to the folks around town and get their opinions. If they are on your side, I'll consider the Rangers' warning. Captain Brackenbrook does not believe that Blackwolds are a threat. What does the rest of the town believes? Let's see.
This is intolerable.
So Kate hints it. If Captain Brackenbrook says we're safe, then we're safe. He's always done a fine job at protecting our village. Why would the Blackwold Wanderers suddenly attack us now? So she doesn't believe Archet. She does believe Archet is safe from danger. Well, that was Kate Hansett. What else do we have here? So, This is Pick Brunner. So,
What can I do for you?
I see that your friend is wounded, and I hope it was not the Blackwolds that did it to him. I truly trust Captain Brackenbrook, for he has always kept us safe since he took charge of Archet. I won't argue with the captain, but I will help the injured fellow in any way that I can. That's nice of her. He also believes Archet is safe from danger. And now we have here... Who's this guy? Constable Thistlewood.
How can I be of service?
You think the Blackwolds mean to attack us? Don't be absurd. They harbor no love for us, but they haven't a leader, and they fight more among themselves than they do with outsiders. They couldn't raid a squirrel nest, let alone our town. So, he also believes Archet is safe from danger. Let's return to Strider, and let's see what he has to say.
Alas for peaceful folk everywhere. It is an enormous task to convince them that evil people with evil intentions will commit evil deeds.
It seems that I cannot leave yet. Amdir needs my help, and I have pressing work to do in Archet to get these people ready for the impending storm. If you help me, perhaps I can leave before tonight. What do we need to do?
Before you try to fight, you must learn what skills you may from the trainer.
There we go. Level 2, perfect. There is much to do when you are new to this world of danger. As long as you wish to help Archet, it is most important that you hone your skills as a warden. I would like you to assist me, but I wish to make sure you are ready for the evil trials you will face. We will go to the trainer. We'll see. We didn't earn any new skills. So this is weird. If you had played a warden previously, before Helm's Deep I believe, you would remember wardens only began with 2 gambit icons, and you started earning more icons as you leveled up. On the same way, well, you purchased your skills from the trainer, active, passive, and in case of wardens, gambits. Now here's what I find interesting about it, because all other classes, as far as I know, they start getting skills when leveling up, starting at level 2. You will start seeing some new skills. But Warden, let me show you, already has all the skills we already have on our skill bar. Well, all the passive skills as well, but here we have a lot of gambits already populated. And if I remember correctly, these are all the gambits that you will get from between level 2 and level 6 or 7, plus the ranged variation. But I'm not sure what I did it. Maybe as to not confuse new players with a warden? Not sure. But in any case, as you can see here, we have a lot of different gambits now. We have Depth Strike, 10 to 15 common damage, 6 to 11, but it's 2 hits, so this one is a little bit better. The boot 6 to 11, not so great. Our self-heal, 10 to 15, Impressive Flourish, and some mitigations. And light damage, gold, not so strong, and defensive strike, not so either, but it gets good buffs. So let's continue.
Stay a moment.
I am glad to see you, friend. I chose the path of the warden long ago, and perhaps, if you are willing to listen, I can help a young one like yourself. A warden is a master of sword, spear, shield, and javelin. He is also an excellent study of his enemies and will learn how an enemy can be toppled with the right combination of blows, or how to strengthen his own heart for the battles to come. And battles will be plentiful, for a warden seeks to defend those who cannot defend themselves by drawing the enemy's eye. Use the skill Defensive Strike on the training dummy nearby. So, Defensive Strike, let's do it. Here we go. Shield Bash, Defensive Strike. That's it. And now, stop it. So, let's continue. Well done, Beriathan. Make sure you visit a trainer as you advance in your role as a warden. As you grow, you will find that trainers such as myself have tasks for you, as well as the occasional bit of wisdom. Good luck. So we're gonna take, I think, the sword. So I want to play Beriathan as a sword warden, so we will begin right away this role. And before I forget, let's check all the gear we have. So this was the first spear that we got. From what I can tell, is the exact same cosmetic as the ones we have equipped. Same with the shield, the same thing, and well, the javelin, which we already got. So let's equip the new shirt that we got and the new gloves. I don't know if I want to save this just for nostalgic reasons, so we're gonna leave that here. The javelin, the same cosmetic, I believe, and an increase in DPS. Yeah, the same cosmetic. The shield, this is where things start to get different, as you can see here, but I want to keep these shields because I plan to use them later on for an outfit. And the blade instead of a spear. So we're gonna take those spears here, all these old weapons, we'll keep them here. And let us continue. So we have talked with the trainer. So what does trainer have to say now?
Do you feel confident in what you have learned?
Have you learned some new tricks of the warden? I can see that you have. You seem more confident now. You are about to take on a most perilous task. If we fail, I fear that ruin will come to more towns than Archet alone. The Black Rider has brought the influence of Angmar to our very doorstep, Beriathan. So much is at stake this day. Are you ready to begin your great adventure? Yes, we are.
Dear, my poor old friend. A shadow has crept over him.
The Black Rider that stabbed him is more fell than any creature you will meet in your travels. We have little time, and we must stretch what time we have by doing two things at once. Amder needs medicine, Beriathan, and quickly. Do you know of a plant called Kingsfoil? It has great power to heal. You should ask Captain Brackenbrook if he knows of any that grows in these parts. Offer him assistance as well, if it does not take you far out of the way. We must begin to work on him, and perhaps he will look more kindly upon you after you do him a good deed. Perfect. So, let's do that.
I don't like the look of those rangers one bit.
Kingsfoil, eh? 'Tis a nice leafy plant that grows around Brown's Folly, a ruin south of here. Help yourself to as much as you'd like. We've no use for it. And as for your offer of assistance, I will take you up on it. We are always in need of able hands, and you might as well earn your keeps while you stay with us. My best man, Caldercobb, is having trouble with wolves as of late. Perhaps you could help him on your way to do your gardening job for the ranger. Alright, so we will see Caldercobb. I'm sure as well experienced players already know where this is going, but if by any chance you are new to LOTRO and you are just checking the game for the first time, well, I'm not gonna spoil it for you. This series is intended to be enjoyed by veterans and newcomers alike. So let's continue. And here is Caldercobb.
Well, well, if it isn't the rumor monger.
I've heard all about you, Beriathan. As you can see for yourself, there are no brigands causing problems. It's the wolves that threaten us lately. They seem to have gathered around Brown's Folly, especially about the top of the ruins. Brackenbrook sent you to assist me, and assist me you shall. I would like you to look into this wolf problem we are having. Alright, so we'll go to Brown's Folly over here. This is a nice looking field here. This is actually my first time in Archet in a long time, and the first one since I upgraded my PC to be able to run on ultra graphics, so in a way I'm also rediscovering the game and I'm loving it so far. So now we are here on Brown's Folly. We will gather the King's Foil and we will kill some wolves. And we'll take care of the source of the wolves. That's what we are gonna investigate. So here we have one, the second one. So something that I was thinking a few minutes ago when we finished the intro instance jailbreak is, how did Beriathan take the knowledge of hobbits that is not a common knowledge in Gondor? And on the other hand, the Black Rider, I think it's something that Beriathan is more familiar with. So even though we're getting involved in matters bigger than ourselves, they are not completely strange to us. Oh, I don't know, I would like to start thinking what Beriathan makes out of this entire situation. But right now we are about to reach the top of Brown's Folly and check the source of the wolves. There is a strange banner atop the stairs here. We're gonna check that in just a moment. We're gonna take care of this guy first. Oh god. You see, my bad. That's what you get for not doing this in a long time. You need to have the 4 wolves already killed before you check the banner. So we're gonna kill this one. Okay, now use the Blackwolf banner to summon the offender. That's what we are gonna do right now. So here we are, we use the banner. The Wolf Master approaches, you must defeat him. Caldercove told me you'd be paying me a visit. Well, you are the one who will be sorry. Defeated the Blackwolf Wolf Master. We already have the King's Foil leaves, so we'll go back to Caldercove and Strider. Okay. Oh god. I didn't want to get that injury. Or injured so early in the game. I mean, we are not even outside of the intro. But anyways, not a big deal. Now, let us continue. And here we are back with Caldercove. So,
Impossible! A weakling like you defeated the Wolf Master?
how is that you stand before me? A weakling like you defeated the Wolf Master? I would kill you myself if that fool Dirk Mundbreak weren't watching. No matter, I do not fear exposure. Brackenbrook will never believe you. He thinks I have served him loyally since I was but a lad, the old fool. Tell Brackenbrook whatever you like, but Archet will fall, and I'll make out with more gold than you can fathom. And you will die with the rest, if you do not make yourself scarce before tonight. And we'll see, Caldercove. Let's try warn Captain Brackenbrook first. Actually, we will take the King's Foil back to Strider first, and then we'll see what we need to do about Caldercove and the Blackwolf threat. And here we are, back to Strider.
Caldercove is a traitor. Danger has found you earlier than I predicted.
Danger has found you much earlier than I predicted. It sounds like Caldercove had eaten for you before you even arrived. How did he know of you if he was at his post? And how did that Blackwolf know you were coming? Thank you for the risk you took to deliver the King's Foil. I will think upon this riddle while I prepare a salve for Amdir.
I cannot decide which is more dangerous right now. Caldercove's treachery or the ignorance of Captain Brackenbrook.
If Caldercove is his best soldier, I know Brackenbrook will not believe that he tried to have you ambushed by a Blackwolf. I did some asking around while you were gone, and there is a Blackwolf brigand in the stocks, across the lane from here. He is being held for highway robbery. You should question him about Calder Cup. He is right over here. The brigand. Okay, Otto the brigand.
Hey, you there! Let me go! Calder Cobb can vouch for me!
I am afraid of Calder Cops and I am innocent at that. This idiot jailer won't hit me. Otto quiets down as you tell him you know Calder Cop's treachery. But you think you know the plan, don't be smug, it's too late. By now, the gears of war be turning down in the south, and quick! Soon I'll be free and you'll be the one in shackles. Or worse. But Otto knows that Calder Cop is involved with the Blackwolds.
Greetings.
It is good to make your acquaintance, Beriathan. I noticed you were questioning Otto. Does that mean that his mutterings have been truthful? Yes, I do believe what you have come to Archet to tell. It is unprecedented, but all signs are showing that the Blackwolds mean to attack us. How is it that they have the means? If Brackenbrook does not believe you, you may tell him that I do, for what it's worth. Okay, Netprinter agrees that Archet is in peril. Thank you. Now,
How can you say this? Calder Cobb has been loyal to me since he was a boy.
that is a serious charge, Beriathan. Calder Cup has been loyal to me and this town since he was a boy. Let's take these boots.
I suppose it would be wise to investigate your claim.
Does Ned speak true of his prisoner? If so, we would be wise to investigate Otto's threat of trouble in the south. I'll not question Calder Cup's lifetime of loyalty if there is no truth to back it up. But if you and Ned are right in your suspicion, this will be a very bad situation for us. Cal Spriggly's farm is to the south of here, near the gate to the town of Com. If aught is going on, he'll know. We'll go there. We have some side quests available already.
He looks so changed since last night.
I almost feel like he's not but a shadow when I look at him, like he isn't really there. How it makes me shiver. I saw Strider make a salve of king's foil for his wound, but my gamer always used a different remedy when a young brandybog would get a nasty splinter. Sweet Billy Bertie. I smelled real berries by the water to the east of here as we passed in the night, which means they are in season. I would dearly like to make a tea for poor Amdir. Okay, I will help you with that.
Hey, you there! I'm hungry!
Yes, you're a big one. I'm very hungry. I haven't eaten since some woman gave me a bit of bread and jam for breakfast this morning. Such fare is hardly meant to feed a rabbit, let alone a full-grown hobbit like me. If you get me proper food, I will reward you handsomely. I want something hearty and delicious. Okay, well, might as well get breakfast for ourselves, right? For Beriathan, I mean. In any case, we will go to Cal Spriggly's farm and see what it is to be seen there. In the meantime, as you have seen, we are already level 4. We have these boots here, yeah. And yeah, once again, we keep the same cosmetic. But just in case, we're gonna leave this here. And we'll see later on which one of those cosmetics we can keep. Something that I'm really missing right now is Forced March. I'm not sure right now which level will you get it at, but it does make a big difference. Well, thankfully, we are almost there. We'll take a quick shortcut here and talk to Cal Spriggly. So where are they? Okay, they are here. So here's Cal.
A stranger, eh? You're the best thing that's happened to us all day.
If Brackenbrook sent you, I'll take you in. I'm afraid you're the best thing that's happened to us all day, okay?
Our best hope is to get help from Combe, our neighbors. They will not let Archet fall to brigands.
I'm glad you're here. Some Blackwolds tried to attack us this morning, but we drove them off. We must get help from Combe, the next town over. It's southwest of here and not more than a short journey away. They must bring their soldiers to Archet at once to help stave off the raid. Please make haste. I fear the Blackwolds mean to attack tonight. The road here is crawling with brigands, but I pray you can make it safe to come. We'll try.
I'd
Now.
like to take a moment of your time.
My dad and the other farmhands, they gave chase to the brigands after the attack on our farm. I don't think the brigands expected us to put up such a fight after they surprised us. There weren't many of them, but I never saw them act so bold afore today. Only problem is, they ain't back yet. They ran off to the east, chasing the brigands into the woods. It was hours ago though, and I'm very worried. Would you go look for them and bring them back safe? Alright. Let's go right there. So let's first check if we can get some help from Com. So the path, it's over here. You can see the hedge and the path. Okay, it's here, but it seems, yeah, it's blocked. Do you want the people of Com to help you? The only gate is blocked. Archet is on its own now. Okay, so we will return to Cal Sprigley to tell him what has happened, and then we will go to collect the bilberries, the boar meat, and find what happened to the other farmers. Okay, here's one boar. Perfect. So we have one. Okay, here. What else?
This cannot be. I must write to Brackenbrook at once.
Locked? No, it cannot be. My men traveled to come only yesterday for a delivery. That is bad news, Beriathan. The captain must be informed of what's going on at once. Here is a note for Brackenbrook. He knows my scroll. He will believe you now. Okay, we'll check that note in just a moment. But we also have some other task to complete before we go back to Archet. I mean, that should be enough for the piglet tonight, that's correct. So now, where are we going? So... okay, here's one body. Who is this? Martin Woodley. Examining the lifeless body, mourning for him. He has been murdered by Blackwolds, sadly. Now, who is over here? Okay. So this is Bill Hasper. The same thing. The same sad story. Murdered by Blackwolds. Before I forget, let us equip this cloak, which will give us 1 agility. Okay. Good enough, I guess. And then we have 1 piglet here. Oh. Alright, this is gonna be interesting. But not so hard in any case. Okay, that's the boar meat. So now we are missing. Who are we missing? Okay, we are missing Walt Whitley. And okay, he is there on the map. Good old Walt Whitley dead as well. Alright, nothing to be done here. So we will go back to Will Whitley. Oh my god, he's that time. Okay, we will go back to him to tell him the dire news, but first we will go and get dead bilberries for Amdir's tea. We will try to not engage in as many fights with brigands. There is no reason to right now. So, press delete. Here's one bilberry bush. That's another one there. I think I will turn floating names back on to make this a little bit easier and faster. There was another one here. And the fourth one is over here. Okay, back to the farm. So yes, I didn't remember it was Will's father. I mean, that Will was the son of one of these dead people. Once again, what happens when you don't visit this area after a while? And well, you might replay it and not read it and still forget it. So every once in a while, it's good to take your time to experience Middle-earth as if it was your first time. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Enjoying my time in Archet. A lot of good memories from this starting
How can I
area.
be of service?
No, it cannot be. My poor father and the others. It cannot be. It cannot. Will is silent for a long moment. His eyes closed, but after a great pause he is roused. I will have my revenge upon those Blackwolds, or I will die trying. Archet will never fall to such murderous fiends. Alright, I will take this sword, thank you so much. And going back to Archet. Now we can go back. And okay, this cosmetic is better in my opinion. I like it a little bit more. Yeah, it's a little bit more martial. Okay. In the meantime, while we get back to Archet, let's check the letter from Sprigley. So, dear Captain Brackenbrook, my farm was attacked by Blackwolds this morning. They are organized and they are armed. I and a few of my men managed to stave them off, but something dark is staring in a way I have never seen. They have cut off the road to calm. We can't get out and no help can come in. Please, make yourself ready for all-out war. These are not the ruffians we know. Okay, so we'll see how does the captain take this news. I guess he will not be able to deny Caldercop is a traitor now. What is he saying? No one will ever believe you, Warden? Okay. Just you wait, just you wait. Here we are, back in Archet. We have a lot of things to do. Okay, first of all, Mundo, here's your breakfast.
This will do nicely. It
Hooray.
gives me something to munch on for a bit, at least.
Hooray, you brought me pork, or bacon, or perhaps sausage? Oh, it doesn't matter, I can make a little of each. Mundo waits a parcel of meats in his hands. This will give me something to munch on for a bit. Hopefully this provender will last me until I can go back home. I don't know. Titles. So a new title has been bestowed upon you. You may now be known as Beriathan the Wary. Okay, we'll get a title in just a sec.
Lovely. This is sure to cheer Omdir right up.
Well done, you have found more than enough for a good strong tea. This is sure to cheer Omdir right up. Give me a moment and I will steep the berries in some boiling water. And now...
This tea will help Omdir feel better. I just know it.
Doesn't the bilberry tea smell delightful? It still reminds me of my gamer, who made this tea for me when I was under the weather, even though my gamer is long gone. You were such a dear to collect those wild berries for me, so I shan't be taking all the credit. Why don't you bring this nice brew to Under so he can thank you himself? You make sure he drinks it all up. Alright. So, take it.
I thank you, but I have not the stomach to drink this now.
Does that tea smell of bilberries? That was very sweet of Celandine, and very good of you to fetch her the makings. I am all the sorrier, for I cannot drink this now. I do not feel well enough just now. I will pretend to drink it. You must tell Celandine I enjoyed her tea. Please do not let her know that her kindness was wasted on me. Andrew only pretends to drink the tea. He looks even paler than before.
Did my tea perk him up? I knew it would.
Bilberry tea always fixes me right up, and I know it will be especially sweet if it came from both of us, Beriathan. I know Amdir will be back on his feet soon. He is so brave. That he is. Let's equip the rings that we got. What are the stats again? 1 might and nothing. And that was the good reward you promised, Mundo. Any case, let's check the titles. So we have Beriathan the Wary. Alright, Friend of the Mark. Warden of Gondor, that kind of works. Scar of the Eisen, recognized by Theodred, first Marshal of the Westfall. Not exactly Lord Flandry for this character, Avenger of Helm, Enforcer of Helm, Ever on and On, Elevences, and Abundantly Sublime. So you see, I have the 12-year rewards. That's because I created my account in 2008 when they were offering 1 month of free trial to the game. I didn't use that free trial though. I knew I was gonna get hooked to the game, and I wasn't able to get the membership at the time, so I chose the lesser evil at the time, but I still got my 12-year account, so that's a big win. So we will get our heritage title, Beriathan of Gondor. The South Kingdom once ruled conjointly by the sons of Elendil, Isildur, and Anarion, ever watchful against the looming threat of Mordor. That we do. And now we can talk to Brackenbrook.
What have I done?
As Brackenbrook reads the letter from Carl Sprigley, his face is blank. He reads it a second time, and only then does he look at you. I have been a fool. What have I done?
You cannot fathom just how wrong I have been.
I have trusted Caldercop and heeded his advice for a long time. Even after my own son tried to warn me of his duplicity. My son, John, is a worthy hunter, but he has not set foot in this town for over 3 years. He will never forgive me for the things I said to him. Oh, what a fool I am. I told him he was not welcome in Archet until he stopped behaving like a jealous child. Now he and his hunters are our only hope. But what can I do? Does not deserve to be dragged deeper into my folly. Nay, Archet must withstand the storm without help. Brackenbrook is hopeless, so you should ask Strider what to do.
Do not despair. You have done well.
Remarkably well indeed. Better than I could have done. You earned Captain Brackenbrook's trust. You must appeal to his son John against his wishes. I must leave soon, and Archet will need all the help it can get, even if a father's pride is at stake. I am confident you will be able to bring the hunters in and give this town a fighting chance. In the meantime, I must make haste. Amdir assures me he just needs rest. You must appeal to John Brackenbrook against his father's wishes. So we will go look for him. And we have some new pens. Slightly different cosmetics, so we will render what we must after we finish the introduction. And we will also get our bags a proper cleanup from all the boxes that we have and all the goodies. But for now, let us move on. Well, we are making our way to the Hunter's Lodge to ask for help. So Archet doesn't stand alone. It's quite a walk. I don't remember how many times we need to make this kind of walks. But I think this has been streamlined as well, a little bit. In any case, we are almost there. So... perfect. Cross the bridge. And here we are. Atlas Spiderbane and Ranger, Penton Marshley. Let's get inside. The Hampton Lodge. And here's John Brackenbrook. Okay.
I presume you're here to bring me ill news from town.
You come from the town, do you? I have been watching from the bounds. The skies have turned dark and fell, and there is shadow of unrest all over Archet. Over men and beasts and trees alike. Let me guess, my father has not the wisdom to observe such things, but you heard of his exiled son and came to me for aid. Come then, out with it, I desire to hear what you have to tell.
Calder Cobb has shown his true colours at last.
I knew him to be evil-hearted, while my father is too trusting. He does not like to think ill of people. His blindness wounded me, but he is a good man. So, to answer your question, yes, I will come to Archet's aid, I and my fellows. I am a hunter and a skilled warrior, trained by my father and captain, and I would rather die than sit idly by while foul brigands crush upon decent peoples. Let us see what there is to be seen before the storm is upon us. While I gather my warriors and my weapons, you should sneak into the Blackwolds' roost and uncover their plan of attack for tonight. Alright, and we have here some shoulder guards. Perfect. Looking a lot better now. More battle ready at least. We'll take the quick way. I think there was another, yeah, the Marsh Black Queen, another boss in here. Once again, we shouldn't have any issues with this lady. We don't have precise blow yet. Impressive flourish we do. It would suck if we die before level 20, but I don't think that's gonna be the case. The game has gotten a lot easier on that regard, and with our self-heals and some pots, I don't think we'll need them, but we are covered. We have a quest here. So this quest has been restored for legendary servers. Okay, we are not on a legendary server. The markings on this Marsh Flag Queen are unlike any you have heard of before. Surely someone at the Hunter's Lodge will care to see it. Perfect. We'll check that after we come back. So here's the Blackwolds Roost. Now we'll need to do some fighting. But let's see if we can avoid some of these guys. No, we couldn't. Oh, we took both. In fact, oh god. Okay. Not a big deal. Now, as you might see, I don't have auto loot enabled. I don't like it that much. I prefer to have control over what goes into my bag or not. Especially because I tend to hoard some things, so I need to have some space free every once in a while. So here we have the Blackwolds plans. Okay, a letter inside the satchel tells that the Blackwolds mean to attack tonight with the help of Angmar. So once again we're hearing about Angmar. So this is something bigger than just some brigands. Right, so let's go back to John Brackenbrook. Now let's see, what else does he have to say about it? We are a couple meters away, a few meters away, 250, give or take. We have some Atlas Essence, that I will take as well. I usually don't use them, I usually don't have any of them, but who knows? I have the habit with my warden, my high level warden, to be a little bit reckless. I'm pulling a lot of mobs and well, taking them down with the AoEs and self heals and all that, but we are not as battle ready with Beriathan, so we might need them, especially if we go too reckless with this. Okay, so here we have Elton Marshley. What do you have to say about the Marsh Queen?
Greetings.
This is the most peculiar find. And that was it, but we level up to level 6. And we can choose a class trait. And we got Hampered Javelin. Alright, run speed debuff. We will go Recklessness. So you can see right now we have all the trait slots locked. But I plan on subscribing in a few days to unlock all of these, unlock Swift Travel, unlock all of this as well. We will save some extra points and we will get some additional points as well, so there is no reason why not to subscribe if you plan to commit to a character like we do. So we'll go Recklessness. We don't have points yet, but we do get a new skill as well, Shield Piercer. So we have 3 javelin skills to make use of. For now, let's turn the quest with John Brackenbrook.
Good work, my friend.
And a fast one too. This will be a great boon to Archet. Now we will be able to counter their efforts with the proper strategy. So
I believe there is hope for us yet. We only need a strategy.
What an excellent find, Beriathan. These folk from Angmar sound like evil foes, but at least we know what we are up against. The plans also show a map that points to the oldest path, which is just near here. We all avoid that path save for Atlas Spiderbane, a visitor from east of the Misty Mountains. Speak with Atli and learn what he can tell you about the path. We can use the path to our advantage if we manage to successfully scout it. Okay, perfect. And we have a side quest here as well. Okay, you have had a long day, friend, and more dangers await. You should take some rest. There is a bedwell just over there you can use. I will wake you if anything happens. I will use it in just a moment. Because a nice little Easter egg. That was something else that was added with Riders of Rohan, I believe. And it's a little bit of foreshadowing to what's to come, and I like it. It's just that it does take some time, not too much, but still, and not a lot of people have the patience. Once again, most people just want to get to Midle-earth as soon as possible, and they skip as much as they can, but that's not the intention here. So we forgot to talk to Atli. We are back. What he has to say.
At your service, and your families.
I know all about the oldest path. There are spiders everywhere. When you kill one, another takes its place. If we are to make use of the path at all, we should fight our way through and ensure that it's still blocked at the walls of Archet. The spiders will do some work for us against the Blackwolds, and what the spiders don't deal with, we shall come from afore and behind with our axes and our blades, and we will fall upon them like a mighty cave coming down. So we will look for the wall. The east path is fraught with danger, but in that danger lies hope. We will kill some spiders, we will look for the wall, then we'll go back to the lodge and use the bedroll. That's the plan. So the good thing about this intro area is, you see, all the mobs are yellow. They will not aggro on you, so you can go really quick about it. We'll just go to the wall and we'll kill some spiders on our way back. If you were to kill all of them, it would take forever. Alright. Oh, here we are, dead Blackwolds scout. Great! The brigand scout met his doom at the dead end on the old its path. Okay. Here's why I tell you about being a little bit reckless. Especially because we don't have any AoEs that I know of yet. So... But once again, we can take it, and these mobs are not meant to kill you. So another reason why I am playing another warden is, last time I played this was even before Rise of Isengard. I created my warden on 2011. And since then the class has changed a lot. And well, I have read all the changes, all the release notes and everything, and I check the forums every once in a while to see what recommendations the 8-tier warden has. But I still want to replay the class and in a way relearn it and re-experience the warden. So on one of the latest streams, Cordovan said they might take a look into blue wardens. I hope that, so we can get back into tanking, but it's not essential for leveling, so I'm not waiting on that.
Surely work in our favor.
That is good news. At the end of the path will work in our favor. The brigands will be slowed and they will have the spiders at their heels, and the hunters will come from behind while the soldiers attack at the head. I will go to Archet to rally them and ready them for the storm that awaits them tonight. So what kind of die we can get? Let's get the great one. I think it's a good color palette for a Gondorian. Okay, quickly, Caldercop is making his move against Archet, and wicked men of Angmar are lending him and the Blackwolds strength. We must go to the town's defense at once. Return to me when you are prepared. That will do, but if you have any other quests underway, you should complete them now. They will no longer be available, so we will go to this bedroll here. The bedroll is more comfortable than you expected, or perhaps you are more tired than you realized. You close your eyes and before long you are lost in dreams. Beriathan.
Listen to my words. I am Galadriel, the Lady of the Golden Wood. Do not be afraid, my friend. Your people are short-lived, but the fate of Middle-earth is yours to command. I will not long disturb your sleep. I can visit you in dreams for only a short time. I have looked into my mirror and seen much that worries me. Let me show you.
I've seen lighted windows in the evil city of Carndon, the dreadland of Angmar's terrors. Shadows once stretched forth from Angmar to threaten Midle-earth. I fear they will again. My mirror shows me much else I do not understand. Some of this may come to pass, or none of it. That is the nature of my mirror's power. Alright. Can you please move on? I hope we... hope this is okay. Seems we got stuck here. Let's see if the game is answering or if we need to. Alright, it seems we're not going anywhere, so I will take just a moment to relaunch the client. I'll be back with you in just a sec. Okay, we're back. I'm not sure if Beriathan knows who Citadel is. I mean, he knows who he is, but has he seen it? Is he able to recognize Citadel and Eowyn from this vision? Not sure. Hopefully we will get the dialogue to move this forward. Oh god, this is the first time this happens to me while watching this little instance. The visions in the mirror. It's quite strange, and quite a mood killer as well, if I may say so. Let's try getting this started again. Okay, this is quite strange. It seems we are stuck in this. But let's see if we can leave the instance in any way. We can move the camera around. This is super strange.
Will soon release you. You ask why I wanted to show you this? It is for one reason. I saw you in my mirror, not once or twice, but often. Whether you desire it or not, your fate is tied to that of Midle-earth. Do not forget my words when you awaken. The free peoples of Midle-earth will have need of you. You must not fail them.
Alright, I think that was a little bit more trouble than what it was worth. Once again, I'm not sure what happened there because that's the first time this ever happens to me. I did leave the instance, like I closed the game, logged out several times, it wasn't working. In the end I was able to find an option here that said end cinematic, but that means that we missed the part of Rohan. There was no dialogue over there. Don't remember exactly what Galadriel said on that part of the dream. Guess we can just check the wiki if you want to see that. So apologies for that inconvenience, and hopefully that won't happen again. Now, with that out of the way, let's continue. That sounds a most curious dream. I never have dreams like that, friend. I would not wish to have such. Me neither, if it's as clunky as this one we just experienced. Once again, a mood killer. But no, alright. The important thing, as I was telling you before, is a little bit of foreshadowing. And I really liked the idea when it was first introduced in Riders of Rohan, like to get a sneak peek of some of the biggest events your character is gonna experience. But anyway, let's continue with the story. Are you ready to go? Very well. So, with this we will finish the introduction quest. So let's do it.
John Brackenbrook and his hunters have reached the outskirts of Archet to find it already ablaze. A desperate struggle to save their village is about to begin. Hopefully, you have arrived in time.
They have spotted us. We move now.
We have no time to lose.
There is not much time to lose. Already the town burns. We have only a short time to rest here before they see that we have broken through the east wall. I fear we are less safe by the moment. We must help my father. Alright. So,
we must save Ned.
yes, Paul is the only guy that believed in us. We gotta save him. Ah, here you are, little LOTRO. Well, you're going down. I can't move. Where are you? Oh my god. Yeah, I always forget to talk to this too before. Amdir's close by. He escaped the slaughter at the Badger. You have to help him. Defend the Badger. Those Blackwolds want the Hobbit and the Captain. I saw something in the flames. Go after them. You must save them. Alright, so Ned died.
Archet must still be saved.
Calderkopf's and Otto's treachery were just the beginning of this battle, I fear. We must find a way to the Badger Inn. Beck has left us a way to the marketplace. Perhaps there is a way in through there. Follow me. Let's make sure the marketplace is safe, Beriathan. Come with me. It looks like this way is blocked. We must find a new
There are
route.
more up ahead.
Ah, we do have an AoE. I forgot about that. We have gold. You have cleared the market square of enemies. You fight well, Beriathan, but I fear the worst is yet to
I
come.
must find my father before it's too late.
The marketplace is safe for now, but we must press on. If we tarry too long, we will lose all of Archet. We must find another way into the center of town. Now we should secure the crafters area, so let's go. Hope we are not too late.
Look, Otley is ahead. All must not be lost. Well met, friend. Is the crafting hall safe?
A group of Blackwolds entered that building yonder not long ago, John. Together, surely we can take them and reclaim this area. Let's try go. Hey, that's better. So you see many things that I'm not quite familiar with the ward, and I didn't remember about that one. Don't know what happened, but now we do. So, let's continue.
Where the mad badger burns, I still hold out hope.
You have fared well, my friend, but all might be lost nonetheless. We have protected the market square and the crafters area. Already the mad badger burns. Perhaps my father is still alive, but I hold little hope. Follow Atli and me. We will defend what is left of the stand to the death, if we must. Oh, there's the music. I was wondering if it was gonna come. But thankfully, we are not gonna miss it for the remainder of the instance.
Father, I knew you would survive.
I'm alive, son, but I grow weary from the fight. Does Archet pull now? I have been a fool. This is not the time for blame. We must look only to defending those who count on us for safety. I agree. I will guard the hobbits and the injured man. Can't you keep the attackers at bay?
They approach. Defend us.
I will defend. Once again. Let's see if we can get aggro from these mobs. No, doesn't seem like it. Here we have more. Oh, we did get aggro, even if it was at the end, and now...
No more time for games. We come for the Ranger.
What have you done, Caldercop? What have you become? I have always been blind where I am concerned, Captain, but perhaps you begin to understand me. All I know is that you betrayed your home and your peoples. You should be ashamed. Enough talk. Amdir is now a servant of Mordor. Calm Dunadan. Yes, master. Okay, Amdir is gone. He cannot move. Caldercop, finish what you came to do. Gladly, I will have the power in Archet now, Brackenbrook.
Father! No!
A short-lived victory, because we're taking you down now. We have defeated Caldercop.
What misery has befallen us?
This
My father
is...
was right to trust no one.
This is a sad day indeed. Archet is burned, my father is dead, and the ranger was taken by evil men. If men they can be called. Now, all we can do is wait for the flames to die down. Then, with luck, we may begin to rebuild our poor town. What tragedy has befallen us this night, but we defeated the Blackwold menace. I think it will be long ere they grow so bold again, with or without the help of the evil masters from Angmar.
With the Blackwolds' attack foiled, the people of Archet have begun to rebuild. Yet not all hurts are so easily mended. The fate of the Ranger Amdir remains uncertain and may have dire consequences for Breland. But hope remains that he may yet be saved.
Alright, that was the intro quest. We're back on regular Archet. This song brings so many memories, so I feel like home already. That's gonna be the end of the episode for today, but we're gonna do a couple things before that. So we will finish this.
What can I do for you?
The loss of my father is a painful one, but my pain is not greater than any other here in Archet. The people of Archet regard you as a hero, and I agree with them, Beriathan. Without your quick thinking, we would have lost more lives. You were the one who faced down the evil men and drove them and many of the Blackwolds from the woods surrounding our town. We owe you much. It is good to know that the grim dark growing across the land will have such fierce adversaries as yourself. Thank you so much. And we got our milestone skill and some reputation. We will tie our milestone to Archet right away and move this over here. We have mail. We check the mail on the next episode. But the last thing we'll do right now is take care of all this back cluster. So gambit distractions, we'll check that later. Clock of the Orlingas. And writing skill. Where was the writing skill? I should have it here. You know what? I think this is already a long enough episode, so we'll clean our bags and continue our journey through Archet and the rest of Middle-earth in the next episode. So, this was the very first episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. Thank you so much for joining me and thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see here and if you want to see more, please consider subscribing to the channel, it will help a lot. And please also leave in the comments all suggestions you might have to improve the channel and to improve our adventure. We are here to stay, so we might as well make this the best we can. That's it for today, take care and see you soon.